I could not make up this shit, guys. I could not make up my life. The second book I finished writing, Sedona, The Call of the Messenger, is from when I went to Sedona by following Tenagni's journey and realizing I had to go there for the magic, for the energy. I did. I met Alden. He died 7.5 weeks later, but the last thing he had to do before he died was meet me. So at the end of the book, it's actually left in a cliffhanger. He sends me a song basically saying, go down to the islands and I'll see you there. And that's how the book Sedona, The Call of the Messenger ends, I think. Pretty sure. Trying to remember, it's not published, so how would I know? I don't go back to my stuff. The next book begins with me getting ready to go to this island, Jamaica. And meanwhile, I meet this guy who turns out he's my twin flame. And so I don't end up going. So I don't go to Jamaica to see, do I run into Alden again? So what had to happen for me to step into my next story was I had to be given something so huge that no human could believe it. So what I did with this information next was up to me. So Alden was dead. I knew it. I knew I had the opportunity to go to Jamaica and I didn't. But I was shown a vision, guidance, if you will, about what I had to do. And it showed me flying back to Sedona, going back to the Views Inn where I met Alden, and going to the front desk where the man would be there who met us separately and together. And I would say to him, you don't remember me, but I was here May whatever of 21. And I met this guy, and it's like, and then he, before I even finished, he'd light up and he'd say, oh no, I remember. And I'm like, how? And he's like, because he's here, he's waiting for you. So I was supposed to go to Phoenix, go to Sedona, and go to the Views Inn, and something magical would happen. This is where I'm still human a little bit. I couldn't do it. I thought was the problem. I didn't book a flight. I just couldn't. So I was on a Zoom call with a bunch of crazy people talking about being on spaceships. And that was when I understood Jen for the first time. Jen talking about her family experiences on spacecraft. Nothing surprises any of us. And so I knew I had to reach out to Jen. So after that call, I reached out and I said, hey, I have a crazy story I need to share with you. Can I talk with you? And so she called, we talked for hours. And yeah, it was crazy. You going to Sedona? This going to happen? And so she said, do you want me to do a soul retrieval? I said, what is that? And she said, do you want me to talk to Alden, your dead boyfriend? You can do that? Uh-huh. Really? Hell yes. So here's the deal. Here's what I found out in the bathtub today. I found out a lot. Had I trusted it the first time, had I gone back to Sedona, I would have experienced some form of a miracle. And that would have been written about, and God knows where I'd be now. But I didn't. Instead, I reached out to Jen. And I didn't go to Jamaica either. I didn't have the money. So I reached out to Jen, and I followed this path. And in following this path, it brought me all the way full circle to where I am now, out of Mount Shasta. So what came through is I've been on these last few years, this mission to trust God, the panel, everybody on the other side, completely. And I learned that in Vegas when I lost my phone for a long time, and there it was in a Target bathroom full of people, including the girl who was trying to open it. It's like, okay, I give up, I surrender. And I started really leaning into trust. So what brought this full circle is I've been given some really crazy stuff that can't possibly be real or true, but it would have been. I just couldn't trust it. I don't know what level of real it would have been, but it would have been something that would have been, oh my God, are you kidding me? This is why I'm here. There are no errors. So I went to Jen because I didn't trust that I should go to Sedona and knock on the door of 13 to see if he's there. I went to Jen instead. And so it still brought me full circle. But had I trusted, got on an airplane, like I tell people, follow your gut. If I would have gone on an airplane, I would have had a miracle, but I didn't. So I went to Jen, and she did the soul retrieval, and we moved on for the rest. But I would have been here a lot faster if I trusted me. Period. If I would have just trusted me. So the trust, it's all about the trust. Trust fall with God, trust. And so I had to film a documentary in my house before I sold the house. Because apparently I didn't trust. I was shown a quick zzz, do this. And I fought it. I'm like, no. Just like I did Sedona. I was shown just go in your bedroom, get that bottle, pour them out, throw them back, and go to bed. But I fought. I kneeled in front of my nightstand for 20 minutes crying, fighting. So I was shown a lot in this little bathtub because I'm asking a lot. Today is the first day where I'm supposed to be out somewhere else, and I have no idea where I'm going. Apparently I have to do this. So if I trusted that night, I would have taken the pills. I would have gone to bed. I would have known I was gone. And then I would have woke up and I would have had the same result. But because I fought, I had to bring a filmmaker to show it would have been so easy if I just did it. It would be unbelievable. But, I mean, if I would have done it without fighting, I would know. But I had to fight. We got the same result. But because of that, I had to bring in a filmmaker and make a documentary to show. Stop fighting. Trust you. I've been away from humans for an exceptionally long time. I'm begging, like, now is it going to be March 17th? Are we going the full 4 years? I don't know. I don't even question anymore. I'm just still stuck here. But I know there's no errors. The next thing is on the way. I'm just doing my job. I'm doing what I'm told. So I could have gone to Jamaica a long time ago. And this would have taken a completely different turn. I could have gone to Sedona. And I would be in another space completely. I could have just taken the pills. But we don't trust. We don't trust. So the isolation I've had to have, because it's impossible what I've done. You can't do it. I can't do it, but I have no choice. I've gone through everything I have because I knew I'd be out on the other side of this and able to share these experiences. Oh, it has been no picnic, but yours can be. You don't have to go through what I went through. And that's the blessing of this journey. I went through it so you don't have to. I've written books about how you can just trust you, your connection to source, God, whatever you want to call it, because you know the way. You've always known it. We just can't believe it. Believe me, I couldn't have made any of this stuff up. Alone, you know, no way. I wish I was that creative.